Hey everybody, Marshall123X here, and welcome back to my weekly podcast for Samurai Jack Season 5. Today we'll be discussing Episode 9 and the events that which took place. And today I am gladly joined by TheGeckoNinja once again.
Yeah.
He's feeling a little better today.
Yeah.
But yeah, without more rambling and whatnot, let's go ahead and get started. We start off the episode right where we left off before. And that's with Jack and Ashi making out like two horny school children or two horny high school students. I don't know.
People making out.
Yeah. Swapping spit. They then start like spitting, like, you know, because
like,
yeah, they're like
it's because all the
yeah, the goo,
all the slug jizz.
Yeah, all the slug juice was all over their mouths and stuff like that. And they have a cute little awkward moment. Ashley, of course, because she's a total harlot, tries to take her clothes off again. But Jack, being the gentleman, tells her to keep his robe, you know, stay clothed until you find some clothes. And then after that, Jack goes outside. Yeah, they find a way out. That's right.
Outside, he finds a pipe that's leaking water he could use to shower.
Yeah, and he busts the pipe open.
And Ashley finds some crew clothing.
Yeah, cute little like inmate outfit.
Is it an inmate outfit?
I thought so because I imagine those symbols are like inmate numbers.
Oh,
I don't know. It was, well, now I think about it, there was a water cooler in the room, so maybe it was like a, maybe it was.
I assumed it was like staff.
Yeah, it must have been for staff then. But she wears like a little dress and some little cute little boots, and she washes Jack's robe for him quite thoroughly. What?
Don't know how.
Right. I was like, I wonder how she pulled that one off. Be a lot of spit for that spit shine. And she goes outside and catches Jack in the buff, and I was honestly,
she sees him naked taking a shower.
Yep, checks him out for a good minute.
We don't up on his naked body.
Yeah, he's just getting a peep of the goods.
He's not naked, but you see a silhouette.
Well, yeah, we don't see it, but you can imagine she could probably.
I like how he has his head like up, like watching his long flowing hair.
Right, exactly. She gets a little peek of the goods and decides to leave his robes where he can find it. And once that's done and over with,
Jack sees his reflection.
Yes. He sees his old bearded self's reflection, and it tells him to be careful. And he says, "I know." That was a weird.
Never happened to me before.
Right. Well, what I'm saying is that was a weird instance. Do you think maybe that's like maybe remember like his enraged part of himself?
Do you think it's his form? It's probably just his former self in a sense.
Right. I was thinking maybe it's like maybe a different manifestation of his like self doubts, of like his doubts like before.
Maybe.
Like last time it was like lots of rage and anger because he was mad because he was stuck where he was.
Yeah,
but now
it probably means his like sadness or depression.
Well, I think it's just like with that one. I think it takes that form simply because now that he's kind of semi past that, he doesn't want to go back to that. So it's using that as a representation, like as a warning. I don't know. I thought it was kind of cool.
Yeah, because now they got his sword back. He's kind of back to his goofy self.
Yeah, well, he's back to his his more composed self, I would say.
Yeah.
He handles things a lot differently.
Because with him with his beard, he was just more stoic. Yeah.
And less friendly, but he was still Jack. That's what I liked. He definitely seemed changed, but he was still Jack. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Anyway, so moving on, they catch some worms, desert worms, and
kind of chewy.
Yeah, and they cook them up, and they're like, "Oh, it's kind of chewy," Then, the
whole point of this part is that she asks about does he ever?
Yes, at home, yeah. That's the she has to like. Do you ever think about home? And the one bit of information I liked is that he actually reveals that at that time he was 8 years old.
Mm-hmm.
And that means he spent, you said, 25 years training, correct?
I don't know if it was 25 years.
Oh.
I said I thought he was 25 because the dog's radar said that he existed 25 BA before Aku. You know, before the rise of Aku, so.
25 before Aku. That's weird. That's weird because he was only 8.
Well, remember his father also defeated Aku.
Yeah, he sealed him away with the
So
sword.
he might have been like conceived around that time. Like after his badass daddy defeated Aku.
Well, yeah.
That's why his dad tells him about Aku like when he's like 8 or whatever.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess that makes sense. I don't know.
That's why I thought he's likely 25. That's probably what they were trying to say he was, because that's how young he looks.
I mean, I can't really determine his age just by looking at him. I could guess he's between like 25 and 35.
Yeah,
because you look roughly the same. Yeah. But anyway, yeah. He tells her about how beautiful his country was and where he lived. That his father was the emperor of all things, which I don't think.
Blah, we all know.
Yeah, we all know that information and everything else.
His issue is that he lost hope that he's ever going to see them.
Yeah.
Now they're just memories.
Yeah, exactly. He said he makes the statement that they're just memories now, and which was really sad. But so cut to the next morning. Ashi wakes up and Jack is gone, and she gets angry because obviously what he's trying to do is bear the burden of taking down Aku by himself. What?
It's Aku.
Aku. Yeah. So then we cut to our favorite scat man, Scaramouche, who now has the body of an octopus. And I thought that was funny because
of an octopus for some reason.
I thought that was funny because the last place we did see him was in the water, so he must have caught himself an octopus, which is weird.
So he made it to Aku's place, and he thought he saw Aku, but it turns out just to be a speaker.
Yeah, cardboard cutout.
Yeah.
Yeah, speaker box.
He's not taking appointments and stuff.
You know what? I think this is kind of a stretch, but have you ever seen the movie National Lampoon's Vacation?
Probably.
With Chevy Chase?
No.
Well, they go to Wally World.
Okay, what about it?
Well, they spend the whole movie on this horrible, horrible summer vacation trip trying to get to basically their world's equivalent of like Disneyland, or Six Flags. And they get there, and turns out the park is closed. And the only thing that's there is a speaker box of Wally the Moose. And well, I'm thinking that's the reference they said it might have been kind of a stretch, but I think that was kind of like the reference they were going for. If you go back and watch that scene from that movie, it's nearly identical. I wouldn't say frame for frame, but it's nearly identical.
I was like, wow.
Yeah. Oh, go away. I guess he's like Aku. I guess he's like in a depression. I guess, or he's like
just bored.
Yeah, bored and like unmotivated and stuff. I'm like, dude, there's thousands of planets.
Anyway, so yeah, Scaramouche says, Jacko lost his Sordo.
Right. And then
so Aku gives him back his robot body, his original form.
Yeah, restores him to his original form. And
then him and Aku do a little dance and shake the booty.
Yeah, they do a little victory dance. Aku even gets into it a little bit. So we cut back to Jack, and what was this battlefield exactly? What was this? It looked familiar. The glasses rung a big bell for me. I couldn't quite put my finger on it.
It was the episode of Jack versus the Portal Guardian. If you don't remember that, it's the blue guy that looked like Morpheus. He had red glasses.
Oh yeah.
And he kicked Jack's ass.
Yeah, didn't he? He failed that, didn't he? He left, right? Because he couldn't beat the guy, right?
He kicked Jack's ass, and before the Guardian could crush him with a rock, the portal, which is apparently sentient, told him it's not he is the one, but it's not time for him to use the portal yet.
Oh.
So he's like, "Oh, I understand.
Get out of here. Yeah.
It's not your time to use the portal yet." So he puts him on a giant bird, sends him on his way.
Oh, I do remember that. Okay, yeah. And that's right, he beats the brakes off Jack. That's right, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He was just way too damn powerful.
Right, right. Well, that's kind of cool because I guess they were like setting that up to like a final trial for Jack before he goes to fight Aku. Yeah, I do remember that. And oh man, that also means like that also makes the fact that he found the glasses and the broken.
That Aku killed him.
Yeah, it makes it even more heavy, dude. It's like. And also, if that guy was so strong that Jack couldn't overcome him, and then apparently...
Yeah, if you look at all the giant robots that are, like, there in that battlefield, the Guardian is literally so powerful that nobody could defeat him.
Right.
It seems like Aku was the only one.
Right. Wow, that sucks. That actually... I remember that, and that actually kind of hits me.
You can see Jack is kicking out, like, a glass panel off of a giant spider robot or whatever.
Right.
And the Guardian defeated them.
Oh,
and as you can tell from that episode of that original episode, the battlefield is literally riddled with like giant robots and warriors and stuff that the Guardian has defeated.
Wow, that kind of sucks because like now that I think back to when he picked up the glasses and he was like closed his eyes or whatever, I was like, oh.
He didn't pick him up. He was just like.
Well, no, he pick him up on like.
No, I'm looking at it now. He didn't pick him up.
Oh, okay, he didn't pick him up. Well, still, I remember. Oh, okay.
He's just remembering the Guardian.
Aw.
Wish we could have saw how that happened.
Why that probably went an epic.
But I guess it's just a subtle reference. Right. Aku destroyed the last of the remaining portals. So
that sucks. Yeah. Anyway, so Jack is in this where this portal once resided in this giant graveyard of like robots and whatnot. And Ashi tracks him down, and they
he tried to defeat the Guardian this time.
Yeah. I think he. Yeah. Well, I think he wandered upon it. I think he just wandered upon it.
Oh, maybe because he said, "I remember this place."
Like, I know this place.
It's kind of funny. Like he must. The fact that he accidentally wanders around places that he's already been, kind of shows me how. Like he aimlessly travels the world. Like literally just by walking like all over the planet,
wherever the wind takes him.
Yeah,
it's like Gaijin said in his video. He's a Ronin, so he just wanders wherever.
But like the fact that he does most of his traveling on foot and gets to these places kind of proves his immortality because it seems like time doesn't matter.
Well, right. He's got all the time in the world.
He can literally trek deserts on foot,
right,
and reach a destination.
Well, we see that he uses some sort of transportation here and there, so...
Sometimes.
Yeah.
A lot of times we just see him walking.
Because, like, he can still die, he just doesn't age or die from old age.
Yeah,
so,
he's immortal.
Yeah, he'll still have to...
He's not invincible.
Yeah, he'll still have to drink and eat and whatnot. I think obviously a strong enough blow will kill him, but...
So, Aku shows up.
Yeah, after him and Ashi have a little talk and how she's like, oh, you don't have to do it alone. He's like, yes, I do. And she's like, no, you don't. He's like, okay, maybe I don't. Aku shows up.
Yeah, his reason for leaving is that he didn't want to lose it.
He didn't want Ashi
he loves gets lost to Aku.
Well, he didn't want Ashi to become just a memory. That's what it was.
Yeah.
And Aku shows up, and he's all proud and got his arms on his hips and everything else. And he's ready to, he's talking all kinds of mess.
Somebody told me that you lost your sword.
Right. And then Jack just slowly draws his sword and points it at him. Yeah.
Then he looks at
he
looks at Scaramouche like, you fucker.
Yeah, he looks at, like, the look on his face is hilarious. He looks at Scaramouche, and Scaramouche is like, whoa, wait, babe, and his head just explodes.
He blows his head up.
Just instantly, boom, head gone.
And there goes the Scaramouche.
Bye, Scaramouche. Yep, Scaramouche is not coming back.
Yeah, so once Aku realizes that, he's got this story, he's like, well, I'm gonna see you later.
Yeah, don't mind me. I'm just...
Then he can smell. He smells something.
Yeah.
And it turns out he can smell Aku.
There's more Aku here.
And apparently Ashi has Aku in her.
Mm-hmm. He explains that...
Like,
okay, You want to tell him?
Yeah. Okay. So they flash back to the place where Ashi was born, where her mother and the other Aku cultists were worshiping that Aku statue. That's where Aku had apparently appeared to them at the time. And he says, "Very nice likeness." He's
Oh yeah.
like,
Oh, very
but
nice.
nothing to the original. So he feels like a little chalice of his essence, I guess. He just drips some of his goo. From
Yeah,
his
he
finger
literally
into
just
the
his
cup.
goo. Yeah, his darkness.
And so he says, "Worship me," and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So after that, he's like, "She must have, drank it."
Yeah. It just flashback. It shows
Which I
her
think
drinking
she
it.
must have drank it. She must have drank it while she was pregnant.
That's what I was thinking too. Or
Because this plot also rings back to another old Jack episode called forgot what it was called, but it was basically Jack being infected by Aku. It was an episode where Jack was fighting Aku.
Oh yeah, and he got
wasn't
sick.
feeling
Yeah,
good.
and he got
Yeah,
sick.
he was
Right,
sick.
right.
And so he coughed, and he coughed some of his, black goo out of
Yeah.
his mouth, and it flew into Jack's mouth because Jack was screaming like, "Ah!" And then it flew into his mouth, and apparently that entire episode was just of him like being infected by the Aku goo.
Nakugu.
Yeah.
The essence.
And he started becoming Aku because like a lot of his body was starting to like turn into Aku, like turning black.
Black.
He was starting to change it to Aku. So
Yeah,
this
like
is
the
a good
flaming-
throwback about like how his essence can infect a human.
That's pretty cool. But the thing is, it's not just that his essence is affecting her, is infecting her. She is one with his essence. She was able to.
Well, he's part of it.
Yeah,
So
she's
he's part of her.
Yeah. That's deep. That's really deep. So what he does is, once he realizes, he basically starts using Ashi as a puppet, and
he
has her
control her
attack.
body.
Yeah, starts having her trying to kill Jack. And this goes on for a bit, and of course Jack's, Jack's telling her to fight it, and it's like she can't fight it. Apparently, there's no way she can fight against it. She has no control over her actions. And then Aku takes it even further, and basically, I guess, amplifies his control, and she becomes like enveloped in
He
this.
brings out he has his essence come out and envelop her and control her.
Right. And she,
Because it was dormant inside her, I guess.
yeah, whatever. I mean, there's obviously some sort of explanation to it, and we don't know it, but basically,
Well, it's inside her, and he infects her with it, just
Yeah.
like he did with the archers.
that's what I was thinking. Like he amplifies it, and
Yeah.
takes complete control over her. Like she becomes like enveloped in this black suit. She grows.
Yeah, she just turns into this black demon-looking creature.
Yep, completely flaming eyebrows too,
Yeah,
and giant
pretty cool
antlers.
design. And so she has a flaming sword too.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that was my question. Was why doesn't he just break the sword? And he just breaks the sword. I was like, oh, there you go. It doesn't seem to help though because she's got classical stretchy claw arms. So
Yeah, she basically got the same around the same like strength and powers as Aku in terms of like she could stretch her body.
Mm-hmm. But we also do figure out that upon cutting the black skin, it actually weakened it temporarily, and Ashley was able to speak to Jack. So I think that's an indication on the fact that the sword may actually be able to purify her.
Or kill her.
Or kill her, yeah. But you remember, he didn't cut her flesh. He cut the black essence.
Well, he nicked her arm.
Yeah, but there was no cut on her regular flesh.
Well, it's kind of like Venom.
Yeah, that's true.
It works kind of like Venom, where
That's a good way of putting it. Yeah.
Yeah, Venom from Spider-Man, because he nicks her arm, but yeah, you don't see her body in it. It just looks like Aku, or like he cut through like goo and stuff.
Are you sure? I thought I saw flesh underneath that.
No, I just saw it.
Oh, okay. Well, anyway, it weakens it enough to where she can come through and speak, and she basically tells Jack, "You have to kill me." And of course, Jack's like, "No, I can't. I'm not going to." And
He drops his sword.
He drops his sword, And then just before she strikes the final blow, Aku stops her. He's like, "Ooh, stop!"
And he yells stop for like 5 minutes.
Yeah. And then Aku reaches down and picks up the sword, holds it up, and begins laughing. And the scene ends on a caricature. Well, the scene ends on like a still life of Aku holding the sword up to the sky, and Jack on his knees with Ashi standing over him. And
it looks like the same artwork when it says like a foolish samurai warrior wielding a magic sword.
From the original opening, exactly. That's what I was gonna say. From the original opening cutscene, opening title sequence. And it's a very, very like, what do you want to call it? Like, I don't want to say somber, but very, very, very troubling note it ends on, because the one thing we hear is Aku's laughter echoing in the distance. You know what I'm saying?
I like how this is episode C.
Yeah. See? Jack.
Yeah.
See, Samurai Jack.
See? Jack.
Yep, but that's about it. That's all that really happened. I have not personally seen the next episode preview. It's hard to believe we're already on
a preview.
There's always a preview. They usually show it in the middle of the week. So we'll probably see it by Wednesday.
My prediction today is probably gonna have to kill Ashi.
Yeah. I think Ashi's days are numbered, or they're gonna do a Deus Ex and like, oh look, I found a new power of the sword.
Or he finds a way to get it off of her.
Yeah, purifier.
Because maybe because in the episode where he got infected, he found a way to defeat it.
True. And that could be like you said, it could be a throwback to that.
Basically, fighting the inner demons inside, or the Aku from within, or whatever.
Definitely, inner darkness.
Like he could be destroyed spiritually, I guess.
Right. Well, just like I said, if you attack the infection and not the person infected, so if you find a way to do that, it's like how you take probiotics. You have good bacteria, bad bacteria, and whatnot. And I'm rambling again. So we actually have a winner again this week for the comment spotlight. This week it is the Patriot Way, and he leaves a nice little comment that says, "Gotta get back to that ass, Ashi's ass, blinky face." Ashi does have an ass. I agree.
It is there.
It's there. In fact, I think, didn't you draw something?
Yeah.
Yeah, you did. Yeah. I'm gonna put that up. Yeah, he actually drew that. I remember that. I was browsing through some stuff the other day, and I found that. I was like, oh, who did? Oh, Gecko did this. It's a good job. It's a really good job. I like it. He's a big old butt, but did a good job. It's like, I tell this guy all the time, I'm a genuine fan of his stuff. He does good work, and this is a testament to that. Don't forget to commission him. There you go. Yeah. Give him all your money. But yeah, he did a good job. I like it. And she looked thick as hell. Extra thick.
Extra thick.
Right. But thank you so much, Patriot Wave, for participating in our comment spotlight. I want to encourage everyone who sees and hears this to please get on down to our comment section and leave your own thoughts, ideas, theories, and whatnot about the podcast or about the episode itself. We want to hear it, and if you do it, we'll pick our favorite, and you may just win and end up on our comment spotlight next week. But other than that, there's not much else to say. I'm really excited about episode 10. I almost don't want the series to end at episode 10. It just feels like there's more to be done, but we'll have to see. Anything you want to tack on the end there, Gecko?
Nope.
All right, guys. Thank you all
just
so
make
much.
Make sure you check out my stuff. That's it.
Oh yeah. Plug all the Gecko stuff. Don't forget to check all their stuff, all of his stuff. Guys and Gamers Play.
Description below.
Links are all in the description. Other than that, guys, I'm rambling. Thank you all so much for tuning in once again, and we will see you next time.
Yeah.
Yeah.